Happening now, a federal drug agent says Mexican drug cartels have infiltrated every city, town, and village across upstate New York. A fight over a proposed cell phone tower brings concerned residents and politicians together in Jamestown.
And I'm Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. It's warmer today, but we won't see much sunshine. I'll let you know how long the warmth lasts and if we see any sun in that 7-day coming up.
And information on a developing situation at A1 Auto as state agents serve a tax warrant. That's news now for November 2nd, 2017.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
And a happy Thursday morning to you, and welcome to News Now. I'm Ryan Hedrick. A1 Auto Services was the target of a tax raid by state taxation and finance agents. Jamestown Police Chief Harry Snellings tells us they assisted with the warrant but was unable to provide more details. More as we get it. Now to our top story. The Drug Enforcement Administration says that Mexican drug gangs have taken over trafficking routes from the Colombians, and that has had an adverse impact on drug trafficking here in Western New York. DEA agent Dave Zahn.
They took over the transportation routes from the Colombians that had already established the drug trafficking organizations within the cities across the United States, to include upstate New York. And so by taking over the routes, they were able to introduce things that were coming from Mexico into the United States. You know, obviously methamphetamine, and then methamphetamine got to be a point where the supply and demand has changed, so there wasn't that much of a demand for it. So then they went ahead and they started substituting the methamphetamine for heroin. And then when heroin got to be a point where it was into the cities, then next thing you know, they started doing the fentanyl.
Now, Agent Zahn tells us that heroin-related overdose deaths have tripled between 2010 and 2015. Well, a Jamestown man faces multiple charges after allegedly kicking and strangling a woman at his Prendergast home. It happened on Wednesday. Jamestown police say 19-year-old Brandon Tate attacked his girlfriend after an argument. When they arrived on scene, they discovered the woman was covered in joint compounds sitting on the porch. The victim reports Tate damaged her apartment, threw her car keys in the toilet, held her down, and then punched her and kicked her. Took her phone so she was unable to call police. When they arrived, she was sitting in the compound on the porch. They tell us this is not the first time that Tate has been involved in a domestic violence incident. Well, proposed Verizon tower has some Halleck residents up in arms. Our Justin Gould is at City Hall.
The community is speaking out against a proposed cell tower in Jamestown's Halleck Street neighborhood. County Legislator Dave Wilfong, along with many others, spoke to the city's planning board on Wednesday.
I've done a lot of things in my political career, and nothing has ever got my constituents fired up like this cell tower. I bet I've had 15 people call and complain about what's going on over there. We don't want that in our neighborhood. And when that gentleman, when he showed us the maps, those are our homes where that cell tower is going. We don't want that cell tower there. And is the world going to come to an end because we don't have cell coverage down on Fairmont Avenue? I know I'm not going to lose any sleep.
I worked in the radar shop where I worked with antenna wave propagation devices that transmit RF energy just like 5G towers. There are safety protocols for working around this equipment. You cannot just stand in front of the antenna arrays while energized. Every radar technician in the Navy knows never energize equipment while standing on the deck. In all fairness, these towers have no place in residential areas. They should not be placed on top, or they should be placed on hilltops far away from people.
The officials from Verizon Wireless say there are FCC regulations in place that require them to fill coverage gaps, something this tower would be doing. Although no one from the team could talk with me on camera, they did speak to the board.
So I understand that, it may not be popular. Folks in the vicinity may not want it, but there's very particular standards under state and federal law that govern the deployment of these facilities.
So what's next for this project? Well, city planning board officials want to hear a little more from Verizon. They're asking them to propose some other locations outside of the city line, and they've since tabled their decision until next month's meeting. Reporting at City Hall, Justin Gould, WNY News Now. It's where coverage comes first.
All right, Justin, thank you. We'll get much more on that later. Now we turn to Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, who's on the verge of becoming the most popular man in Jamestown with some more forecasts. He's been nailing them left and right, folks. Dakota's here with our first look at the weather.
Well, thank you for that nice introduction, Ryan. Happy Thursday, everybody. Let's take a look at the Olean Sky Vision camera, and this is on top of the Chamber of Commerce in downtown Olean on Union Street. That new roundabout that they just built down here, of course, that's Union Street going into downtown. 55 in Olean right now with a dew point of 53, and they have picked up almost half an inch of rain so far today. This is a total that starts at midnight. The cloud cover hangs throughout the area today, and I got to bring in some more rain chances over that next 7 days. We'll talk about that full 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, Dakota, thank you. Halloween is usually a time for tricks, pranks, and vandalism, but Ellicott police say that's changing. William O'Meese says there were 0 reports of vandalism this year.
No, we really, I got to say, for the last 10 years plus, things have gotten so much better. Kids aren't as destructive. We all did the same. I did it when I was a little kid, running around with the eggs and the shaving cream, but now, no. We would have 4 to 5 cars in a sergeant's car on Halloween in the area. And the next day, the toilet paper and the pumpkins and the eggs, and it would look like a war zone. It was pretty destructive.
Did I just hear Chief O'Meese admit to a crime on the air? All local agencies say Halloween was very quiet from a crime standpoint this year. Straight ahead, police near Buffalo are investigating metal being found in a candy bar and later a record-breaking flock when we return. EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
One of my favorite quotes is from Benjamin Franklin, and that is, "Well done is better than well said." I've tried to live by that philosophy.
I'm Bill McFadden, and I'm standing in front of my new Honda dealership. I encountered a number of obstacles. I reached out to George Barillo. George was amazing. He connected me properly with the right officials and the people that could get things done. You can see the results of what George Barillo did. George Barillo gets things done.
Welcome back. The Erie County Sheriff's Office is warning parents in Clarence and in Amherst to check their child's candy thoroughly. This after police discovered a pin embedded in a Nestle Crunch bar. If you have any concerns, feel free to call the Clarence or Erie County Sheriff's Department on their website. 2 women wanted for meth manufacturing were arrested on Wednesday in the village of Silver Creek. 25-year-old Heather Payne and 29-year-old Amanda Weber of Gowanda faced drug charges. Both were remanded to jail. Also in custody, a Silver Creek man wanted on multiple drug charges, picked up on Central Avenue in Dunkirk. His name is Dalton McCurdy. He's 30 years old. He faces manufacturing methamphetamine charges. He also sits in Mayville at this hour. Well, WDOE Radio in Dunkirk is reporting an official in the town of Sheridan is charged with illegal disposal of solid waste. According to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, the Sheridan Town Supervisor Louis Del Monte was charged earlier this week. Investigators say an automotive garage on Route 20 remained in poor condition for years, and Del Monte decided to demolish the building after receiving a tip. The police determined the building did not undergo an asbestos abatement and was not ready to be demolished. The town supervisor may face fines as a result of this investigation. We were not able to independently confirm some things in the story.
Now, your first defense forecast with Dakota Hunter.
Well, happy Thursday out there, everybody. Let's take a look at First Defense Doppler. I've also got the satellite imagery on here. And you're seeing the rain has hightailed off to the east, but we're still socked in with all this cloud cover. And that will remain the story throughout the day today. And we also bring in that chance for showers. Now, let's go to the drought monitor here, and I'll show you. Now, yesterday I told you that the new update to the drought monitor would come out today, and this is it. This was just released this morning. You can see that abnormally dry conditions that embarked much of western and central New York, that's now gone. That's out of here. And we only have just this little strip of far western Chautauqua County down into Warren County, PA, down into Erie County, PA, now under this abnormally dry conditions. And hopefully that will resolve itself before spring, because you obviously don't want to start spring in a drought condition. That is not good when you start in a drought condition. Out at the airport right now, it is 54 degrees. It feels like 49 when you combine it with that southwest wind of 14 miles an hour. And you can see some of that cloud cover there at the JCC Skycam out there at this hour as well. Your forecast details for this Thursday. Sunset comes up at 6:09. Getting earlier and earlier, guys. Sunrise comes up at 7:53 tomorrow morning. The record for this date is 76, set in 1990. That's safe for one more year. And once again, both lakes tied at 55 degrees each, Erie off Buffalo and Rochester on Lake Ontario. Your First Defense forecast for this Thursday, a few showers and not as cool. I didn't want to write mild on the graphic, but it will be a noticeably warmer day. Highs in the lower 60s with that south wind 11 to 14 when you have a southerly wind that helps warm up areas, because the wind comes across the southern tier plains and helps warm up the area when you got a south wind like that. And then for tonight, rain showers, they become more widespread as the evening goes along, lows down into the lower 50s. And then for tomorrow, chance for showers. The temp comes down a little bit. We'll go highs in the mid to upper 50s with a west-northwest wind 4 to 8 miles an hour. So that breeze still stays up there as well. Now, the weekend planning forecast. I know we're all looking ahead to the weekend. We dry out on Saturday. We see some partial sunshine on Saturday with that high of 54. But the rain comes back on Sunday with cloudy intervals at times. With that south wind again, that takes us back into the 60s. And don't forget, the time change occurs at 2 a.m. Saturday morning, actually Sunday morning. So make sure that you turn those clocks back 1 hour before you go to bed. For the next 7 days of your life on planet Earth, you can see right there, we bring in the rain again for early next week with temperatures slightly above average before the temperatures drop off to an above average pattern for mid next week. Ryan will magically hop himself over to the sports desk right after the break, so please stay with us.
WNY News Now is sponsored by Sound Rhythm Studio of Jamestown, partnered with Chautauqua Audio Works, offering lessons in Fredonia and Jamestown. Chautauqua Audio Works, where interest-free financing is just a phone call away. With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Hello, I'm Mike Ferguson with my wife Diane. I'm running for Chautauqua County Executive to bring leadership and positive experience to Chautauqua County. From the arena to Dietrich Park and the Jammers, we've had success. I'll bring jobs, battle drugs, and bring new revenue streams through development and growth. That will lower taxes. This is serious business, and it calls for strong, bold, innovative leadership and vision. Let me bring that to you, to us, the people of Chautauqua County, with your vote November 7th.
The Jets with major question marks heading into their matchup tonight with the Buffalo Bills, including cornerback Buster Skrine, who practiced fully and was removed from concussion protocol. Morris Claiborne is a major question mark. The Buffalo Bills looking to go 6-2. The Jets are 3-5 as they jockey for second and third place in the AFC East. The Bills beat the Jets in Week 1, 22-12 at New Era Field. Kickoff at 8:25 tonight. The World Series did go to 7 games, and the Houston Astros got it done 5-1 the score. You see Corey Seager there with a ground out to second to end the game. And you also see the fans at Minute Maid Park going crazy. This is a very special time for Houston fans in the wake of the devastating hurricane that hit Houston just a couple of months ago. The Houston Astros, baseball champions of the world, with a victory over the Dodgers last night. NHL, the Penguins were in Edmonton, tied at 2, Penguins on the power play, and Malkin scores his 6th goal of the season. Now time winding down, 20 seconds left to play, extra skater on the ice, and Matt Murray denies Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to seal the deal, and the victory, the Penguins beat the Edmonton Oilers 3-2. In the NBA, the Knicks and the Rockets, third quarter, 75-54 Rockets. Ryan Anderson sees the opening to the rim and fouled, making the layup. Rockets up by a cool 20 points. Demetrius Jackson makes the strong move toward the basket and through the lane with the slam dunk, and the Rockets get the win over the Knicks. Jamestown Community College opens up their home men's and women's basketball seasons tonight. The women play at 5, the men play at 7. From the Phone Zone Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Hedrick, where it all unfolds here.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Well, it was a weekend at Youngstown State University. The Ohio-based school is expected to be included in the next Guinness Book of World Records. YSU set a new standard for the largest number of people dressed in penguin costumes in a single place. I didn't know this type of stat existed. On Saturday, 972 penguins got together at the Watts Center. That easily tops the previous record of 624.
Who wouldn't want to be in a Guinness Book of World Records saying they participated in something like this?
It is held by a group in London, England, and it was a hospice house that broke the record. And they actually were gracious enough. They sent us a message wishing us good luck.
And YSU's record, Dakota, isn't official yet. They've got to provide Guinness pictures and video proof. I always wondered how that works. When you submit something to Guinness, or they acknowledge that, was it video proof? Is it photo proof? I bet it's more video based nowadays.
Yeah, probably, because, well, I could see with pictures, it's probably easy to doctor it. But, I mean, I assume you could still probably doctor video. But still, I mean, that's cute. I mean, I love that. That is cute. I just want to reach out and hug. I love penguins.
I do.
mean,
do you remember Chilly Willy the Penguin? That cartoon, Chilly Willy the Penguin, or am I dating myself forward?
I think that's a little before my time, Ryan.
Chilly Willy the Penguin was an awesome cartoon, and I used to watch it faithfully every Saturday, and that reminds me of Chilly Willy the Penguin. Now, you are my favorite guy for so many reasons. The main reason is we have not had one drop of snow. Will that change?
Well, if you're looking for the 7-day, then that will not change throughout the 7 days. So for the next 7 days of your life, on that 7 day, I just love saying that. That's a great thing.
I love it too.
Yeah. So for the 7 day, today we bring in that chance for rain showers. Again, only a 30% chance, but it's mainly going to be cloudy with temperatures above average. Take a look at that average high. It's 52, and we're going to be about 10 degrees above that. And we do see a little bit of sunshine on Saturday when we start to clear out, with temperatures moderating about back to where they should be before more rain comes in for early next week. But it looks like at this point we start to clear out again on Wednesday with below average temperatures. And don't forget, Saturday night when you go to bed, turn those clocks back 1 hour. We gain 1 hour of sleep as we go back on standard time. And very quickly, I have an update on the Puerto Rico situation. You guys are, you may remember that the Doppler radar in Puerto Rico was completely destroyed by Hurricane Maria. Well, NOAA has set up 2 mobile Doppler radars. They're called DOWs. And they set up 2 mobile Doppler radars for the National Weather Service office in San Juan. And those just started operation yesterday. And so now they have radar data flowing from there again until that radar is fully rebuilt. So progress is happening.
Well, be sure to visit WNY News Now for all your news needs. And almost 10,000 people have liked us on Facebook. Where's your like at? Come on, Jamestown. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.